Welcome back to the 2008 NASCAR Canadian Tire Series. While we were in break, John Gaunt got into the back of Jim Lapsevich, ending the 25 Tim Hortons day. His longtime friend and old crew chief, though, Don Thompson, leads the A&W 300 here on lap 88. Not for long, though, as Scott Steckley once again powers around the outside.
Well, as we spoke in the opening, the confidence level of this young driver up front, this Herb Dodge, is just tremendous. The crew chief and him are communicating well, and look at the performance.
And look at the battle we've got for second as well. Don Thompson Jr. on the inside. DJ Kennington up high. Lots of speedy try in the low line through 1 and 2, so that may be giving the upper hand to DJ Kennington as he continues to ride the high line. Now takes over second spot.
Suck her down a bit. Suck her down, suck her down. Good, good, clear all around.
You gotta love the spotter slash coach going on there. He was telling him, tuck her down, clear, get her to the bottom, because that's where it's speedy around here.
Getting to the bottom is what Doug Brown wants to do, and then Haldak's number 10, brand new car underneath Doug Brown here today as he tries to work his way down to the inside lane. Can't get down as there's cars jamming up underneath there. Derek Lynch, one of them in the Outlet Steel Buildings, number 77. Now Brown gets down.
Dougie Brown, brand new McCall car, is working well for him. He got it down in behind Derek Lynch, and Derek Lynch is a good guy to follow because he's ultra patient.
Ultra patient and ultra smooth, too. Derek Lynch, one of the smoothest drivers on the NASCAR Canadian Tire Series Tour.
Let's go on board with Mark Dilley. He's no stranger to this place. See how nice and easy his hands were on the wheel? That car is working well.
There's Doug Brown settling into 7th spot, and the 10 is Andrew Ranger and J.R. Fitzpatrick. Battle for position side by side. Look at Fitzpatrick diving hard into 1 and 2, but Ranger comes back strong on the outside.
Oh, he's working that thing just awful hard. That car, when DJ drove it, was Scooby-Doo, too, and it won here twice in this series.
Inside.
Once again, the spotters coming to the aid of the drivers as Mark Dilley looks for third up underneath the Home Hardware Chevy Monte Carlo of Don Thompson Jr. Dilley puts that Dodge up in the 3rd spot.
And here comes the 0-2 of Kerry Mix. He's looking to hunt down. Oh! He gets into that Chevrolet. Thompson, great save. Around he goes. No contact.
How did Thompson keep that off the wall? Either way, he loops it, calls for the caution here in the A&W 300, trying to get it fired back up and stay on the lead lap.
Oh, a very agitated Don Thompson Jr.
You saw Scott Steckley, the leader, slow. We'll take another look at it.
Oh, he turned down into the corner, but the 0-2 of Kerry Mix was already there. That's just a racing deal. You got to have your spotter tell you who's there.
JR finds his number on the wall, guys, and then turns it in along pit road. The crew going to work and doing left side tires first. His teammate, Don Thompson Jr. of the Home Hardware Chevy alongside. It'll be left side tires here as well, along with fuel, and also a wrench goes into the left rear for an adjustment.
Thanks very much, Todd. The field starting to gather up here for the 6th restart of the A&W 300. The Dodge Caliber SRT4 pace car is off on a pit lane. Scott Steckley leads the field to green. DJ Kennington up on the outside there. You see the field all tightly bunched up behind the 2 leaders. Now Steckley looks for that restart line. He hits it. The green flag waves, so we're back up to speed.
Down into turn 1, side by side, a pair of Dodges. See who's got the best one down the backstretch.
Interesting side note, Peter Gibbons, who had reported throttle linkage troubles, had dropped off the lead lap. He now sits 14th after picking up the tow truck in a box free pass.
And DJ Kennington just picked up 5 bonus points for leading that lap.
And they all count, don't they, Billy?
You betcha. At the season's end, it could come down to 5 points to win the championship.
Well, it looks like DJ Kennington and the Castrol Syntac Dodge Avenger wants to do more than just lead 1 lap.
Oh, listen to that power go by. It's awesome. But up front, it's all 3, the top 3 Mopars.
Kennington sliding back just a touch into a battle with the number 9 Dodge of Mark Dilley as Dilley keeps it down to the inside of the track. Now, Dilley teaches a driving school here at Barrie Speedway on off weekends, so you have to know he's got 1,000 laps here. He really knows the ins and outs of this tricky tri-oval.
Wow, it was good to see his hands again. I've commented twice now. It's how easy his hands on the steering wheel. The car's working really well, and he just needs to be patient.
Patience definitely have to be preached to Mark Dilley. Got in the back of Steckley that time. Wiggled him a little bit. A battle for 5th now. Doug Brown and Andrew Ranger. Those 2 cars have been glued together all day. And a spin. It's Tagliani up in 2.
Tagliani gets spun around. He's going to stay on the lead lap, though the caution is out.
Just in front of the leaders goes Alex Tagliani as he straightens up. As we go under caution once again here in the A&W 300, Scott Steckley leads. Welcome back to round 3 of the 2008 NASCAR Canadian Tire Series. A big crowd on hand here to witness the AEW 300. Scott Steckley leads once again here on lap 117 for the 7th restart of the day.
Wow, Dave, 7 restarts tonight. The Wheeling safety crew's been extremely busy here at Barrie Speedway.
Absolutely. Good look at a couple favorites near the front of the field as well. Mark Dilley in the 9 and Kerry Mix in the BDI 02. And you know what? The track owners here for their real first season of owning this Barrie Speedway have done a wonderful job preparing the facility. Jim Piana, Dave Simpson, and Howie Campbell have done a wonderful job getting things all ready, spick and span when the drivers showed up here today.
Well, for sure, you walk into this little speed plant and everything's where it's supposed to be. And for a bunch of rookies, they did a nice job.
And Mark Dilley wants to lead. As a matter of fact, he's going to move the Herb 22 of Scott Steckley to the outside. Dilley on the inside. He'll come through to pick up 5 bonus points in the Dodge Avenger.
Well, textbook bump and run. Dilley didn't harm him. He just moved him a little bit going in. Didn't get him all the way out of shape, stole the bottom line, and drove away. He was the faster car.
Andrew Ranger holding down 6th spot as Doug Brown gives chase. There he is, the 4 Home Hardware Chevy is Don Thompson Jr. Remember, he has made a pit stop, so is his teammate, J.R. Fitzpatrick.
We go on board with Ron Beauchamp Jr. in that number 60 Mopar Dodge. They've repaired it and got it back out because every lap is important because every point counts.
That's right. They're about 30 laps down. There's still a lot of cars out there racing, and it's Barrie Speedway. Anything can happen.
We ride on board with a young fellow from British Columbia in his A&W number 21. He's sitting in 12th position. Chasing
the 18 of Kent Nuhn as the battle heats up at the front of the field. There he is, Kerry Mix on the inside of DJ Kennington. Up into 3rd spot for the Ford Fusion of Mix.
A pair of Ironmen going at it here on the short track.
2 familiar faces on the Canadian motorsports scene as Kerry Mix gives DJ Kennington a little wave saying thank you for not rubbing me too hard as Mark Dilley continues to pace the field here in the A&W 300. Dilley leading Scott Steckley and now seems to have a commanding lead. Todd standing by with his crew chief in the pits.
Reno, Mark's made his way up into the lead. How's he doing out there?
Mark's really doing really well right now. The car feels comfortable. We're just taking our time and saving our stuff. So we're doing good.
There's a great crew chief right there. And Reno was an excellent driver in his own right before he took over the crew chief reins for Mark Dilley.
And he's doing a wonderful job here at the helm for Mark Dilley. In a spin, it's the 18 Interstate Battery Chevy Monte Carlo of Kent Nuhn. Up in 1 and 2. He'll get that car righted in just in front of the leaders. So Nuhn will stay on the lead lap.
Kent Nuhn causing a little excitement for the leader. Let's have a look at the replay. Down into the corner, he's trying to get past the Peter Gibbons automobile, and he just chops him off. Peter had no place to go.
Time for pit stops now. Todd standing by.
Now they want to make sure DJ doesn't miss it. 2 signs for the 17 Castrol Dodge. The 27 of Andrew Ranger also along pit road. 2 right side tires for both. A wedge adjustment to the right rear of the number 27 Walmart Ford of Andrew Ranger. A little bit of difficulty getting that fuel into the 27 car as well as they make that wedge adjustment.
Wow, that's a long stop on the right side of the 77. They're having trouble on the right front. We'll be back with more. That man, Mark Dilley, leads the charge.